Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, I come to the floor today noting that the front page of Politico today mentioned that the tech chief for the Obamacare website says up to 40% work is left on Obamacare. Financial management tools are unfinished. Madam President, this website has been a debacle. People all around the country are angry, they're anxious, frustrated, bothered, but mostly I'm hearing anger from people in Wyoming, and it's not just the website. I will tell you, the website is just the tip of the iceberg. People are furious when they get letters of cancellation, when they have coverage canceled, and then they see higher premiums. People are finding out all across the country because of the health care law they can't keep their doctor. They're hearing stories about fraud, identity theft, higher copays and deductibles. So I bring to the floor today a couple of letters that I've had from people in Wyoming. And last week, Veterans Day, I was in Douglas, Wyoming for the flag-raising ceremony at the American Legion at 7 a.m., talking to folks, some who had gotten cancellation letters. And let me just read from you a letter from a family in Douglas, Wyoming, a small community, Converse County. They say, "We just found out that our current health insurance policy with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming, which is a $20,000 deductible for our family, will not be allowed after January 1st. Only those under age 30 will be able to have catastrophic plans." They say, "We work, we ranch, we work very hard, we have been healthy, we can't afford and don't believe a lower deductible makes sense for us." So this is a family, they decided what's best for them as a family. Not what the government told them they had to buy, but what worked for them as a family. And so they wanted to, they said what they bought is something that made sense for them. Basically, we have had insurance to avoid losing our cows, losing our land if something catastrophic happened to us. Don't know what we'll do if you guys don't get this derailed. So, Madam President, as someone from the Rocky Mountain West, I will tell you, in a community of lots of ranchers and farmers, what they're trying to do is insure against a catastrophic loss. They go on and say, quick side note, we think most people expect health insurance to cover everyday costs. It wouldn't make sense, and it would cost way too much to get insurance to cover new tires, oil changes, washer fluid, new batteries, regular upkeep for our vehicles. If we only had insurance for big health issues, which is of course what they wanted to do, for big health issues, it wouldn't cost as much for all of us in the end. They go on, Obamacare doesn't deal with any of the issues of why health care in America costs what it does and truly seems to make it all worse. Thank you for what you do. We know you already understand this. We just thought you should know what we are dealing with. So that's a ranch family, Douglas, Wyoming, Converse County. And then this past Saturday night, I was in Lusk, Wyoming, Niobrara County, and have an email that I'd like to share with you from Lusk, Wyoming. Again, somebody who had canceled coverage, higher copays, all of the things we're talking about. And just for a second, Madam Chair, let me just show you Madam President, the list of number of people that have been canceled. 4.7 million Americans have had their health insurance canceled in 32 states. And we don't even have the numbers for a number of other states. This is what people all across the country are seeing. So I would say, let me just read this email from Lusk, Wyoming. This is someone who said, I have supported the President and the Affordable Health Care Act since the beginning. He then goes on, he said, that all changed on Thursday. All along, we have been told if we have insurance and we are satisfied, no changes will be necessary. He goes on, this is a misleading statement. I was informed by my company, he said, my policy will be canceled in December. Then they will offer me another policy, but with huge changes. My premiums will go up, my deductible will go up. This isn't the same as my current policy. I feel like after decades of paying my own insurance, I'm being penalized. He said, I won't, this is somebody that supported the President and the health care law. He said, I won't call it lying, but the President certainly misled a lot of us middle-aged Americans. He says, I do have one alternative I'm pursuing. I can buy insurance that doesn't meet the guidelines of the Act. However, I will then be forced to pay a penalty for non-compliance. I can afford my insurance and the penalty. Once again, Americans do not like to be misled. From the top leadership down, it simply helps to solidify the mistrust we have in government. Thank you for your solid leadership. Madam President, that's why I'm here today on the floor. We need to hear from more stories from people around the country, and not just Republicans. Democrats need to hear the stories. I would say, tweet us your story at #YourStory. Republicans have better ideas about ways we can actually help people get the care they need from a doctor they choose at lower cost. This health care law is hurting many, many millions of Americans. We now know the President knew it at the time when he continued to repeat the fact that not the fact, but repeat the line, which we now know is a misleading line to the American people. And very soon we're going to see the line of, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Millions more will be losing their doctor, and there is great damage continuing to be done. We need to start over. Thank you, Madam President. I yield the floor.